Well, we all said it was going to happen sooner or later. Julio Rodriguez is finally breaking out. Welcome back to the show. This is the NW Sportscast. My name is Levi. My apologies for the late post-game today, but both Drew and I were at work, and so sometimes we just have to do a late post-game show. I'm sure you guys are probably watching it in the morning, but the Seattle Mariners had a really good game on Sunday. The game started early at 10 o'clock. Julio is back in the three-hole after batting sixth for the past two games. He, of course, hit the home run in yesterday's game, and he hit another one today. He goes deep in the top of the fourth inning. I believe it was the top of the fourth, and that was after the Mariners had already scored a run. So we were up 1-0 at that point. Then Julio added on with a homer. Then Ty France added on with a two-run home run to make it 4-0. And from there, the Mariners did not cruise to an easy victory. In fact, Ryan Stanek, he allowed a three-run shot after Brian Wu allowed two leadoff singles. Stanek really struggled in the bottom of the seventh. The Nationals clawed back and took the lead 5-4. And all of a sudden, it looked like the Mariners were maybe going to get swept. But then in the eighth inning, things went very nicely for the Mariners. They retook the lead, and then they added on in the ninth. Julio came through with another RBI single. Ty France came through with an RBI single that scored Julio. That was in the eighth. Julio hit the RBI single in the ninth. And in the end, the Seattle Mariners winning the final game 9-5 over the Washington Nationals. They take 1 out of 3. They avoid being swept. So the Mariners, almost to the end of May, still have not been swept this season. Hopefully that trend will continue. They go 4-6 on the road trip, and they break out after not scoring more than 5 runs all road trip, and I believe they were averaging 2.9 runs per game on the road trip and before today, and they scored 9 in the series finale. They head home back to Seattle jubilant, still holding a 3-game lead over the Rangers in the West. The Mariners are 28-26, 54 games into the season. Julio is my player of the game. He went 3 for 5 with a homer and a pair of singles, scored twice, knocked in 2 runs. Great game for Julio, and a game that he badly needed. Maybe he'll be back in the 2-hole tomorrow. I kind of tend to think he will, and hopefully Julio will no longer be struggling or slumping. His OPS is above 650 now. That's great to see. Hopefully that continues climbing. I would love it if Julio could really become that MVP candidate we thought he was going to be. If he ends up only being, a good player, not a great player, I'm not sure how far this team goes. Of course, this might just not be his season, but I hope that it is. So hopefully no more slumps. Fingers crossed there. Ty France had a nice day. He goes with a home run and a game-winning. I say game-winning, not that it won the game for us, but it was tied 5-5 with 2 outs in the eighth, and Ty France knocked in a run to make it 6-5. So good job there from Ty France. And yeah, I liked it. I liked this game a lot. Austin Voth, he had a nice relief appearance after Stanek really struggled. Stanek, he provides the drama. He's like the Fernando Rodney experience. You never know what you're going to get out of Ryan Stanek, and that is why the Mariners still need bullpen help. I know Taylor Saucedo, he returned today, by the way. Eduardo Bazardo is now down with the Rainiers again. We do keep Kirby Snead on the team, which is really interesting. But we did get Saucedo back, and of course we traded for Mike Baumann. I still don't trust the pen. I still think we need one more guy. Maybe that one guy is going to be Gregory Santos. Maybe it is somebody we're going to trade for. Maybe it's both. Hopefully it's both. Hopefully we get Santos back and we get somebody in a trade. Then we could potentially, continue just improving. Because right now, Gabe Spire and Ryan Stanek are both not giving you much. And outside of Andres Munoz, this is a weak bullpen. And we proved that again today. But in the end, the Mariners bullpen did only allow 3 runs, and we didn't need more. I mean, look, if you score 5 runs, you win. Most games. Mariners scored 9, they won. I don't know, yeah. I was really happy with the offense today. I really was, despite, and this today could have been a bad offensive day. Cal's on the bench. You got Sebi behind the dish. You got Jonathan Clase out in left. And again, guys, starting Jonathan Clase against Patrick Corbin, I guess it's good to try to get him going. I don't think he got any hits today. Pretty sure he didn't. Taking Luke Raley out against a lefty, especially a bad lefty like Patrick Corbin, when Raley has a 133 OPS plus against lefties this year, is just plain idiotic. It is idiotic. It is stupid. It is dumb. Platoons are not, Luke Raley has proven that he deserves to be in the lineup every single day. I do not care about the platoon. I don't. And I know sure, do I sound like I'm complaining after a win? But this is the type of thing that costs you games going forward. There's no reason for Luke Raley to ever not be in the lineup when he is hot. Now, if he goes in a cold stretch, like Rojas got hot, they played him every day, then he got cold, now he's not playing every day. That's how you do it. But you don't bench your best player when he's not in a slump. Luke Raley is not in a slump right now. He is not in a slump. So you play him every day, every damn day. Jonathan Clase is not even close to the level that Luke Raley is at right now. And if you think he is, you're wrong. Look at the stats. Jonathan Clase is rocking like a negative, no, not a negative, but he's rocking like a 30 OPS plus. Luke Raley's rocking 120 OPS plus. There's no reason Jonathan Clase should be in the lineup over Luke Raley, and I do not care who the pitcher is, whether it's a lefty or a righty. And maybe that's why I'm a 19-year-old sitting in my house filming a post-game, and I'm not the head coach. But in my opinion, platoons like that are stupid. If you want a platoon like a regular player with a regular player, fine. But we're talking about you're platooning a guy who's been really good against a rookie who has sucked. That's dumb. With that all being said, guys, I was pretty impressed with Brian Wu today. I liked what he gave us. 7 innings, only allowed 2 runs, and those were from the 2 inherited runners that he left them. I guess he went 6 innings. 6 innings, 2 runs. Good stuff from Brian Wu. He did allow a home run off the bat of Joey Gallo, which is a bit annoying, but whatever. Joey Gallo, he has some decent power. And in the end, the Mariners, they pulled out the win. Was it pretty? Not entirely, but the offense was. And, it wasn't without its moments of doubt. The Nationals almost staged a really thrilling comeback, but the Mariners are going to go into the series tomorrow with Houston with a 3.5-game lead, and that's what we're talking about now. Seattle has the 4-game set against Houston. They lead Houston by 3.5 right now in the division, and we are 2-1 against Houston on the season. I think you have to at least split with Houston in this 4-game series. I know we're tired. I know we've played 13 games in a row. No, we've played 10 games in a row so far. And we play another 7 in a row before our next off day, which is next Monday, which is insane. But look, we have to split at least. If Houston wins 3 out of 4, then all of a sudden they are now only a game and a half out of first place. If they sweep us, then they are in first place. But if we win 2 out of 4, we remain 3.5 ahead. If we win 3, we'd be 5.5 ahead. So that's what we really want to do. But splitting the series with Houston is essential. And luckily for us, we have what is arguably our 4 best pitchers on the mound to do it. It is going to be Bryce Miller, then Castillo, Kirby, and Gilbert. But we need Kirby, Castillo, and Gilbert to pitch like Kirby, Castillo, and Gilbert. And they didn't in their last starts. So we need to see that from them. With that all being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. This is the NW Sportscast. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and as always, go Mariners and give Luke Raley a start against a lefty, please. Do it. Do it. Play Luke Raley. Play him. He deserves it. He's earned it. Go Mariners.